teaching you guys on how to install Cemu. So for those of you who don't know what Cemu is, which I think you should, if you clicked on this video, then Cemu is basically a Wii U emulator that will allow you to emulate Wii U games. So this is going to be a step-by-step video on how to install Cemu. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to cemu.info, and you want to install the latest version of Cemu. By the way, all of the links in this video will be in the description below. So yeah. So you want to install Cemu, and you want to drag it over to your desktop. You want to do the same thing with this. This is called Usbhelper. Usbhelper will basically allow you to get the ROMs or the games for you to actually emulate them onto the Cemu emulator. So you need to install the Usbhelper installer. So that's that for now. So the first thing that we want to do is before we do anything, we want to go over to this PC, and you want to go over to your Acer C, and you want to create a new folder called Wii U Games. I've already made it. There's nothing there. I've just made it. So yeah. So we'll want to close that for now. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go onto the Cemu file that you installed, and you want to take the actual file out of the file that you installed. So we don't need this anymore, so we're just gonna uninstall it. So the next thing that we want to do is we're gonna want to set up Cemu. Now I'm gonna do a very quick cut here because for you to actually run Cemu, you need to put it's like one of those things on your PC that says you need to put in your a password or something. You want to run this as an administrator. So if we go over here, run as administrator, I have to put in some personal information in here first, not very personal. It's just like a passcode or something. You have your very own personal one. So yeah, hold on. I'm pretty sure I can just blur out the thing. See, it says, do you want this app to do you want to allow this app from an unknown publisher to make changes to your device? And you'll just want to, if you don't have a passcode or a pin, you just want to say yes. But I have a pin, so I'm going to type it in here first. So yeah. So now we are actually in Cemu. So this is not a virus. This won't do anything to your PC. So basically, the first thing that you want to do here is you want to know your game path. So you'll go into browse, and I've already made mine. So my game path is Wii U Games. So we want to select that. We're going to click on next. So I like to click on here. You don't need to do any of this, but I prefer if Cemu automatically checked for updates. So I'm going to click on that. And now we're into Cemu. So this is Cemu, the emulator. As you can see, we have no games here. Our games list is absolutely emptied. We have nothing. So you can do a bunch of things here. You can go into options. If you're wondering, wait, how do I do my controls? Well, that's simple. You just go into your input settings, and then you go and just name something like, I'm just gonna name this keyboard. I don't think I spelled it correctly. And you want to go into the emulated controller. I like the Pro controller. So you're going to go into controllers, but you're going to go into add, and you're going to add a keyboard. So yeah, then you can do all of this, like A, B, something like that, space, F, X, Y, L, R, 3, 4, 1, 2, M, left, right. Wait, what? No, okay, sorry. This is gonna be N, up, down, left, right, and just There. So this is a very quick and shortened version of this. Obviously, you can add an Xbox controller. I'll show you how to do that in a moment, but I'm just gonna save this because you know. Anyway, after that, you were gonna want to actually install the game. So this is gonna be a very simple thing. You want to go into your Usbhelper installer, and you're going to want to install Usbhelper so that you can get the actual game. So, welcome to Usbhelper. The setup will guide setup will guide you through the installation of the Usbhelper. So you have to agree to this. You are forced to agree to this. Uh, you want to install the latest version of Usbhelper. So this is where Usbhelper should be at if you're interested. Uh, the next thing it's just gonna install this. This isn't gonna take that long, I assume, or at least that doesn't take me that long for me. So yeah, as you can see, Usbhelper is doing its thing. While that's doing that, uh, you can just take the liberty of just doing a couple of things. Here you can customize a few things like the graphics packs, which is really helpful if you want to improve graphics. Like, that's how you see. I don't know how to say this. So like, the graphics packs basically make the games look better, or they just add additional things to the game. If you want to change something, you can just go over to help, and then you can go into getting started, and then you can like relocate your game path if you for some reason need to do that. So if you want to like change something, then you can do that. So I don't think I have anything here. Hold on. Uh, Downloads. What is this? Desktop. Yeah, I don't have anything here, but either way, you can just take the liberty of just doing that if you need. But would you look at that? Usbhelper is now installed. So we don't need the installer anymore, so we'll just delete that. And as you can see, Usbhelper is running. So when you open up Usbhelper, you have to pick your country. I'll pick USA. So I will agree. And now Usbhelper knows the thing. So please select a location to store your games. So my location is going to be Wii U Games, obviously. I will select that. And now you should see this. For the Wii U, please paste the address to that Wii U site here. So this is a title key. You need title key for you to be able to do this. So I have this linked in the description. Basically, this is the title key. Titlekeys.obh. You'll want to copy that because you might not get it right. I've tried doing the exact same thing and I don't get it. So you'll want to do that. And now Usbhelper should be fully functional. You don't need to paste that in every single time. And now Usbhelper is preparing the ticket or something like that. It's basically like loading, and this is gonna take longer than I think it's gonna take longer. So I'm gonna be doing a cut to when it's finished. So yeah. Okay, so we're back. So Usbhelper has now successfully it has now done its thing. So I think we have to wait a little bit. Yep, there it is. So the first thing that you should notice is that we're greeted by this. So we have a ton of games over here, a ton of games to install. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go into your games, and I'm going to be searching up Zelda since yeah, I like Zelda. Uh, my favorite game is personally the Wind Waker, so I'm gonna start with that. Uh, Triforce Heroes, Adventure of Link, The Adventure of Link. So wind. That should, yes, there we go. So the first thing that you want to do is that you want to go on to add, and the next thing you want to do is you're gonna want to start downloading this. So the next thing you know, this is actually installing. So download manager, gotcha. So basically, the download manager is gonna show you like how far into the download you are. So the another game that I have to install. This one is absolutely like people say that this might be the best Zelda game ever, which I have to disagree. But The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Obviously, everybody's talking about this. Well, not now, but I guess a lot of people like the game. Same thing here. You're gonna go on to add, and there are a ton of things that you have to add here. So there is the game, first of all, the actual game, then the game update data, and then the DLC. So all of this is going to be downloading. Obviously, Wind Waker is downloading like first and like right now. So yeah, uh, there. Besides that, there's gonna be another cut here because there really isn't anything to this. This is basically just like waiting for all of this to download and install. So besides that, there isn't really anything else I want to show. So yeah, prepare for another cut. Yeah. Okay, so Usbhelper has already installed one game, The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD. So, you can either do two things to load the game. First off, you will go over to load, and the first thing you will do is that you want to go over to your data, emulators, Cemu, games, and then you should find all of your games there. Or you could just go over to data, USA, games, and then you have your two games. However, what I like to do is I like to go over to my help, getting started, and my game path is either going to be my games folder, or it can just be, well, this. So I will select that, close, and my games should pop up here. I don't think it's gonna work now since, well, the games are still installing, like right over here. But if I'm correct, like at the very least, if I go over to, hold on, remove from quick assets. If I go over to, where is it? Again, my Acer C. I don't know what that is. I just call it Acer C. Data, emulators, games. Okay, so far that's empty. Oh, I know why. So, okay. So now I've realized what the problem is. It isn't really a problem. It's just a stupid mistake. So I'm gonna go over to Wind Waker, since that's the game that I've decided to run. And basically, I've already installed the thing, and I have a few more options here. I can copy this to an SD card. However, the thing that I need is I need to go to click here on to play this game. So basically, hold on, this thing is just loading. Basically, this thing is going to, when I click on this, it's going to start installing the actual game itself for me to be able to play it. So now I've realized what the thing was, why it didn't show up on the actual games thing. So this should depend. I think that this is depending on which game you install. For Wind Waker, it shouldn't take so long. So yeah, I just have to let the whole entire thing install, and there we go. There, voila. So if I'm gonna go back here. If I go like right there, settings. So you can see, like, this is what I wanted to show you. So So basically, right over here, there should be on your downloads, you should get the games that you've installed, like for example Breath of the Wild, that will show up on my downloads. So then I have to click on the Breath of the Wild thing. Not here. Do not click this. Search up Breath of the Wild again and then like do it, because if you double click this, then this will not be installed. So don't do that. You should find this on your download. So you want to search up like your game. Like for me, it's gonna be like Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll go onto here. I have to click on play this game, and after that, this is gonna do the same thing that this game did, and it's gonna come over here, and it should say ready for emulation, and then you've basically installed the game. It's now ready for emulation. That's not for me right now, of course. However, for the Wind Waker, it is. Hold on. So I come back over here, getting started again, browse, and now I will do the exact go into emulators, Cemu, games, and the games that you have actually installed and are ready for emulation should show up there. So next, close, and now that game should show up. So, yeah, basically that's how you install Cemu and Usbhelper. I'm going to be making another part to this video in a moment, and it's going to cover on how to do the controls, because playing on the controllers is way easier than playing on the keyboard. Trust me, I know this from experience. So yeah, to show that this thing actually works, I'll go here. Creating save data. Save data has been created. Save data has been created. There you go. So you notice that there's a little bit of like this line just showed up there. I'm gonna close Cemu for now, and I'm gonna reopen it. The first thing you want to do if this happens is you want to go onto the actual Cemu thing, and you want to go onto properties, compatibility, and you want to just check all of this. Now the first thing that you want to do is, I'm going to open up Cemu again. So the first thing you want to do is no, you want to go on to general settings, graphics, and then change this to OpenGL. Not to every single game. Breath of the Wild needs to be on Vulkan. But for the Wind Waker, I find that because I changed this to Vulkan and it didn't happen. Like, did you see that one line thing when it said creating save data? I'm gonna run Wind Waker again, and you should notice that there is no line anymore. That line is gone. I'm not sure what happened to it. I'm not sure why it happened, but it just did. So now we're into the actual game. Your controllers are set up, Wii Pro controller, and now you can create your own game. So as you can see, you just type in your name or whatever. So as you can see, that is Cemu emulator being fully functional. Now prepare yourself for another cut to another part of this video that will help you set up your controllers. So yeah. Okay, so the next step towards this is actually the controls. So you'll want to install Betterjoy for Cemu. So you can use Betterjoy with anything. I use it for the Citra emulator, especially for Citra. So because like it's easier. Anyway, you want to install that. This link will be in the description. You want to install the Betterjoy one, not the source code. And basically, what you need to do is like Cemu, you'll get this, all of this. So the first thing that you want to do is, actually I'm going to make an example right here. I'm going to uninstall my Betterjoy, sadly, just for this video. So, and I'm going to redo it again. So you're going to want to go into new folder, and you'll want to name it Betterjoy. right over here. Betterjoy. You can name it anything you want. Betterjoy for Cemu, Betterjoy, whatever. Just checking up on Breath of the Wild to see how that's going. So the first thing, what I do personally, is I go here and I drag all of this over to my Betterjoy folder. And everything should be here. So I think, yeah, want to go into drivers and you'll see these things here. Hit Guardian, README. So you'll want, depending on if your computer is times 86, you want to install like either one of these two. I will install the 64 version. So, yeah. Remove Nephris virtual gamepad emulation bus driver from your computer. Repair or remove. So, I'm gonna, hold on. I'm gonna remove it. And I'm gonna redo it. So, there. Wait, what is this? Change, repair, cancel. Wait, sure you, no. Wait, what is this? Cancel, yes. What does it say? I accept. You want to go into the 84 version. I got confused. So you want to accept all of this. And you want to install this thing. So this will basically help you to run the actual thing. Hold on again. So this will basically install the virtual game thing onto your computer. So now that that's over with, you can now open up Betterjoy, and you should get this. So I just want to say something, and this will be helpful to all of you. It will be helpful to all. Please do not close Betterjoy once you've connected your controller, because I have closed Betterjoy before and it does not work. You have to minimize the thing for it to be able to actually work. So I am gonna go. You want to go onto? Wait, hold on. I like keeping everything tidy. So you want to go over to Bluetooth and devices on your settings, and you want to go on to add a device. And through Bluetooth, you can. I'm gonna connect my Joy-Cons. I find this very easy to do. Just very easy. There should be like, you should find a black button on your Joy-Con. I'm gonna show it to you guys in a moment. Hold on. So there, my right Joy-Con has been connected. It is now time for me to do the same with my left Joy-Con. That has been connected too. If you don't have Betterjoy installed, these should turn off easily instead of actually connecting to the computer or your PC. So you want to minimize this, and right over here at the bottom, you should find that there's Betterjoy over here. You don't need your settings open though. So now that that's over with. Now we have that over with. I'm just gonna do a little clip in real life just to show you guys how to connect them. So hold on a moment. I'm just gonna stop the recording on the PC for a moment. Hold on. This is like the actual like thing. So I have Betterjoy like right over here. So now I'm gonna go into my settings, add a device, Bluetooth, my Joy-Con. I have it right here. It doesn't show up yet, so you see this button. There's a button right over here on both of your Joy-Cons. You want to keep that pressed until this happens, and then the right Joy-Con thing should show up right about now. Hold on. My Joy-Con fell down. So as you can see, it is right over here, and that it's connecting, and there you go. So you should see a blue light here. When you do this, hold on. For some reason, it's not working right now. But yeah, your Joy-Con has been connected, and when you press the blue thing, it's not happening right now for some reason. But like the Xbox game bar opens for some reason. I'm not sure why. So as you can see, I'm obviously going to be doing the same thing for my other Joy-Con. So same black button again. Press that to keep that pressed. See that light over there? And then should be just about in a minute. There. And it is done connecting. So this doesn't do anything. It doesn't have the same light, but still. Also, I'm just recommending this. You might not need to necessarily you don't need the controllers for Dolphin emulator. It's better if you play it on keyboard because you can use the mouse. So yeah, I find it easier to play with keyboard and mouse, and I believe that a lot of people also do too. So back onto the computer. Okay, we're back. So now we have our games here, and you would expect everything to be fine. Everything is working functionally. So before I do anything for Breath of the Wild specifically, I'm just gonna do something. I'm gonna edit the game's profile, and I'm gonna change the graphics API to Vulkan. And yeah, so with Breath of the Wild, you might come across a few problems. I'm not sure why this happens, but I've already fixed this. So there's nothing going on right here. But for some people, you might find that it says Breath of the Wild cannot run because it needs an update. So, hold on. As I said, I like keeping my stuff tidy. But basically, if that happens and you want to go over to your Acer C or where you keep your games. So you want to go over to your Wii games, data, emulators, Cemu, and games, and then you want to go onto Breath of the Wild. You want to go onto content, and then you want to go onto system. You want to go onto the version, and then you want to change it from the current version that it's on to this 1.0.0. So do that, and then it should be running correctly. However, there is another problem with Breath of the Wild. I think it might happen. It has to. So if the game, if the update somehow doesn't work, then this happens. There will be a white screen, and I will show it to you right now. Hold on. Oh yeah. Before I do anything, I'm gonna go into my input, and my controller is connected. So I'm gonna add something, and I'm gonna name it. And go into your X input, controller 1, and then add that. So I'm gonna be changing this to controller. And X input. Done. Okay. Cancel. Controller, and then save that. So I'm just gonna A, B, X. You might see that B is actually A. It's because it thinks that the Joy-Con is actually an Xbox controller. So that's why that happens. So L. No! Oh my god. Okay. R. ZLZR. Start. Select. Click. Hold on. I think. Up, down, left, right. Click. Up, down, left, right. Up, down, left, right. So yeah, now I am going to save this again. There you go. And now the control, and now, yes, it works. The controllers, not the error. I think it should happen. Nintendo presents. Hold on. It's guaranteed to happen. Like, a lot of people have this problem. If I don't have it, then that's just like luck. By the way, I'm going to show you guys how to do it anyway. Well, I'm not going to. Because I actually learned this from a YouTuber called El Magi. I'm gonna link his tutorial on how to actually fix the error in the description below. It's basically like a white screen, and it should happen. Hold on. There it is. The legendary white screen. Just kidding. It isn't legendary at all. This is actually very annoying. The video on how to fix it will be in the description below. For now, I'm gonna be doing. For now, I'm just gonna. Either way, I'm just gonna show you guys on how to do it. So this is gonna be very easy. I have a. You have to. His download link includes a lot of things and a lot of ads, so it gets confusing. Luckily, though, I have the actual media file so that you can install this without having to do all of that. You'll want to click on install. You want to install the game update and DLC, so you want to install that. Close this. There. It shouldn't take too long to install. Okay, so once you've installed the game update and DLC, this file should come in like a WinRAR file or something like that. It should look something like this. So folder. So it should say the exact same thing. Game update and DLC. It should say the exact same thing. And there should be another folder inside of it. No matter how you download it, this folder will be in here. So you want to, drag that out. So that is how you get that file, that folder. Hold on. Okay, so before I do anything, I'm gonna delete the example that I just showed you guys. So now we have these two things. The first things that you want to do is hold on. You'll want to load up Cemu, and then you want to go hold on. You want to open up your file explorer, and you'll want to just drag the thing. Hold on. Just 1 second. Wait, what? No, hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second. Okay, so you want to drag this into your Acer C, and you want to drag this right in here. Like, just right there. If you want, you can create a whole new folder for it, but you'll just want to drag and drop that right there. So in Cemu, you'll go back there, you'll go onto File, you'll go onto Install Game Update or DLC, and you're going to go back onto Acer C, and you want to find that file that you just downloaded. So you want to go onto The Legend of Zelda, that one, like the one inside the Game Update and DLC, and you'll see this. You want to install that, the Meta MXL. So that should be updating Breath of the Wild. It's gonna take a while. It shouldn't take so long, but it's gonna take a while. So yeah, prepare yourself for a cut, or maybe not. It's going. It should be done in a moment. So yeah. And there. The title thing is now successfully being installed. So you'll want to go back onto your file, and you'll want to go onto hold on. You want to go on back to your file explorer. You want to go right over here to file, and then you want to go back to install game update and DLC. Let's go all the way up. And then I'm going to go right back here, but you want to do this one instead. So you want to keep on clicking. Then you want to do the same thing, Meta MXL, and then that should be installing. Keep in mind, all of these steps are not from me. I am just like, I'm doing a simplified version or a quicker version of this. I'll link the original video on how to do it in the description below, because I don't want to take credit for something that I didn't do, but these steps are from the YouTuber who did it. That YouTube video will be in the description below. So, yeah. So, this should be installed already. So, let's launch this without further ado. So, hopefully this thing will work. I think it probably will. But after that, you basically don't need to, you don't need it anymore. Nintendo presents The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Hopefully, hold on. Hopefully this thing will actually work. Last time I tried this, it actually did. Please. Yep, there it is. It's working.
Open your eyes.
There we go.
Open your eyes.
Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
Republic.
And there it is. So, yeah. The sounds are not exactly... Well, there you go. That's basically the Breath of the Wild problem, but it's fixed. So, I hope you liked this tutorial video. It's not the greatest tutorial video. So for that matter, for that reason, game's a little bit laggy. Definitely laggy. So hold on. Turn to title screen. So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing a... Ew. Well, I already have the full game now, so we can just close that now. So yeah, that was basically the whole entire tutorial on how to install Cemu and how to fix Breath of the Wild. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did in fact like it, then please, at the very least, just like the video. If you liked if you like my channel, then well, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.